everyone, thank you for watching. Today's video I'm really excited to do because I'm going to show you how I got this look right here. I'm calling this my anti-Valentine's Day look. I feel like when we think of Valentine's Day looks, it's a lot of like pinks and reds and romantic and all of that, but I wear pinks and especially mauves all of the time. When I'm doing any sort of get ready with me or trying to make up videos, you see a lot of pinks and mauves on me, so I thought I could switch it up for a Valentine's Day look. So I'm going to show you how I got this kind of really dark, smoky, glittery eye look. Now, an anti-Valentine's Day look or like a dark smoky eye for Valentine's Day is not a new concept. I did not come up with this or anything. I've been seeing these videos since I got on YouTube. I'm not sure if there's like a creator out there of this, but I did want to say that. And also for my dark smoky eyes, I actually always follow Makeup Shayla. She has a tutorial on YouTube and I always follow her step by step no matter what palette I'm using. I follow her instructions, so I'll link her video down below because I do follow her guide. But I thought it would be fun to do something a little bit different for Valentine's Day and do something a little bit outside of my comfort zone. So I'm going to show you guys how I got this look. So if you want to see it, why don't we go ahead and get started. Alrighty, so I am going to start off with the eyes. First I'm going to go ahead and add my primer. This is from Covergirl. It is their Lid Lock-Up Eye Primer, and I think that is a pretty bomb eyeshadow primer. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over the lid, and then I'm just going to kind of use my finger here to blend it out. For my palette, I'm going to be using the Dose of Colors Desi and Katie Friendcation palette. I've gotten a lot of requests to play with this palette in a YouTube video, so I'm going to first come in with the shade right here, which I believe is called Necessary. And I'm going to use the Bdellium Tools 785 Tapered Blending. And I'm going to add this into the crease, and I'm going to bring it just a little bit higher and blend that from inner corner to outer corner. So next up, I'm going to pick up a little bit of Cheens right here next to Necessary. I'm going to use a smaller blending brush. This is the Sigma E25. It is also starting to like sleet outside and it's kind of noisy, so if you can hear that. The news is calling it a wintry mix. That's great. So I'm just going to go ahead and tap down this color here on the outer part of my eye, and then I'm going to start to blend it. I'm going to blend it all the way through as well. I'm just keeping that shade a little bit lower than that first color we put, and I'm just really kind of putting it right into the crease where the other one was a little bit higher. So next I'm going to apply a gel liner as a base. So this one is from Catrice. It is just the Black Jack with Jack Black gel eyeliner. So looks like this. I'm taking a Morphe G20, just any sort of flat brush, and I'm just going to pick up a little layer onto this brush, and I'm just going to go ahead and start to pack that onto my eyelid and just add a layer all over. Coming back into the palette, I'm going to grab this last shade out here. This is called Game Over. I'm going to use the same brush, I just flip it to the other side. I don't even spray it or anything. I think that this is a really nice shade all on its own. So I'm just going to go ahead and pick up that shade, tap off the excess, and then I'm just going to go ahead and apply it right onto that black liner and just work on building that up. I really like this shade because I like how dark it is, but I also like that I can actually see the sparkle in it, because sometimes shadows, they look like this in the pan and they look like they have sparkle, but once you actually add it to your lid, that sparkle just kind of goes away. And I really like this one in the Friendcation palette because it stays, and then you can see the sparkles on your eyes, and I don't have to come in with more glitter or anything like that. So I really, really like this shade. The palette really just impresses me so much. It was another reason I was excited to reach for it for this look, because even though I'm packing on a really dark shade and it's full of this glittery goodness, I'm getting barely any fallout on my face. Like, that's just impressive. And not using a damp brush, and the glitter showing up just great. This is a fantastic palette. Alright, once I have that laid down, that I do want to blend out the edges, because you can see from the eye that I did off camera to this eye is a lot more harsh. So I'm just taking a small brush. This is the Sigma, I think it's the E45, but the words are almost completely rubbed off. I'm just coming back into that same shade, tapping a bit into it, and then I'm just going to start blending at the edges. I just keep doing that until I get it to where I want it, which is like so, and I feel like the eyes are gonna look a little bit crazy until we get finished with everything else. I say this in a lot of my videos when I'm like putting makeup on my face in videos. Sometimes if I do the eyes first, I can think things aren't looking great until we've all, you know, put it all together, but that is where I'm going to leave the eyes for right now, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch over to my face. For my primer, I'm gonna be using the Charlotte Tilbury Wonder Glow Primer. This has been one of my favorites for quite some time, so I'm just go ahead and apply that to my fingers and then add to the skin. For my foundation, I'm using my CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir. I'm in the shade 740 with this dirty foundation. This is in my, what does this say? My January Shopped My Stash right now. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply, and I'm using the Morphe Sponge. For my concealer, I'm going to use this one from Kevyn Aucoin. This is the Super Natural Concealer in Light. This is in my 9 in 2019 Project Pan, and then I'm going to set the concealer with the Hourglass Veil Powder. I went ahead and did my brows off camera, and then I'm going to contour using the TheBalm Bronzer. This one is Oliver, and I'm going to use my Moda Metallics contour brush for this. This contour is also in my 9 in 19 Project Pan. You can see I'm trying as best as I can to kind of balance using the older products, one's in my Project Pan, one's in my Shop My Stash, with the newer products that I'm also trying to review. My bronzer, I'm going to come into my Jouer Duo. This one is new to me. This is the light to medium duo, and I'm going to take my Sigma F30 and just kind of run them into both of the shades here, and then use that to bronze up my face. So going to bronze up my forehead. And then for blush, I thought it would be fun to use my Jouer Blush Bouquet. This is in the Adore Blush Duo. And again, I just kind of dip back and forth between the two shades because I think they're both really pretty. And I'm using the Sigma F40, not F. Woo! I like to do my highlight kind of as a last step. So before I switch back over to the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and spray my face. This is with a little bit of the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. Alrighty, I'm going to finish off the eyes now. So for my eyeliner, I'm going to use the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Pencil in Zero, also in my February Shop My Stash. I'm going to add this to my waterline, and I'm also going to tightline because I am going to be adding false lashes. I'm also going to take the eyeliner and just really lightly run it on the lower lash line, and then we're also going to set that with a shadow. You can use the gel liner for this. I generally prefer to use a pencil. Alrighty, and then coming back into the palette, grabbing out the same shade in Game Over, and use the Sigma E30 and just picking up a little bit more of that shade, and then I'm going to run that on the lower lash line, kind of setting that liner, but then also smoking it out just a touch. For my inner corner highlight, I'm going to add Just a Kiss, and this is a Moda Metallics Lip Brush. So I think this is such a pretty shade too, so I'm just going to lightly add that right into the inner corner. I'm going to add some of the Burberry Cat Lashes, also in my February Shopped My Stash. I'm going to add this just to my top lashes to prep for the falsies. You definitely don't have to do false lashes for this look, but since it's so dramatic and so dark, I just feel like I need them to balance everything out. And I love false lashes. Like, who am I kidding? For my lashes, I'm going to be adding from Lilly Lashes. These are in the style Miami. Lashes do not play games. Okay then. Alrighty, so to finish off the face, we do need to highlight. I'm going to come into this Ofra Glow Up palette, and I'm going to use the highlight Star Island, which is right here because it is one of my favorite highlights. And I'm going to use my Sigma F03 and highlight the cheekbones. I'm also going to highlight down the center of my nose and on the tip of my nose as well. For my lip, I want to do like a really nude lip, but I also want to do a little bit of gloss because if we're doing Anti-Valentine's Day, then why not do a glossy lip? Okay, so I have a trio here. For my lip liner, I'm going to be using this one from Covergirl. This is one of their Exhibitionist lip liners, and this is in Caramel Nude. I really do like these lip liners from Covergirl. And then I'm going to use MAC Stripped, which is a really light nude, but then I'm going to top it with the Fenty Gloss Bomb in Diamond Milk. So I'm just kind of tapping this MAC Stripped kind of more right in the center there of my lips. And I'm going to blend it in with that lip liner. I'm just going to take my finger and kind of blend it here. Now if you want a matte lip look, you could totally leave it here, but I'm going to go ahead and top it off with my new Gloss Bomb. To me, this is a Fenty Beauty in Diamond Milk. Guys, so this is the finished look for my anti-Valentine's Day makeup look. I really love how it came out. I don't do these dark eyes very often, but when I do, I really like how they look, and I just feel like such a boss right now. So I really like how this came out. I'd love to know what you guys think. I hope that you're having a nice Valentine's Day. I'm pre-filming this because I'm currently on vacation right now, which has me so excited. We are spending Valentine's Day in Punta Cana. So I hope that you guys are having a good one no matter what it is you do or no matter who it is that you are celebrating with. I hope that you have a lovely Valentine's Day, but leave me some thoughts below what you thought of this makeup look. I know it's a little bit different for me, so I would love to hear that. And other than that, if you guys did enjoy this video, I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up. I hope that you'll also consider subscribing before you go, and I'll catch you guys in tomorrow's video.